Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go over the Epstein files. Now, this part where Joe Rogan and this other gentleman, they just go over why most people are not concerned or just not paying attention. Well, back in the day, kids come up missing all the time. Let's just jump right back into this here.
I can't believe that, like, everybody just kind of like, oh, okay, and they're moving on with their lives. Did you see that guy at the Atlanta airport flipping out, the well-dressed black dude who just freaks out in the Atlanta, just like a couple of days ago? I saw it on YouTube, and I saw it on Twitter or X, and this guy's just freaking out in the Atlanta airport. He's like, I read the Epstein files. Like, all of you, you're going about your lives like nothing's happening. Look, you're all zombies. And he's right. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Everybody is just numb to everything. Like, dudes, we had a global pandemic, aliens, all these like revelations. People are, eating babies. Here's the guy.
I mean, don't you feel that way? There's a lot of craziness going on, and we're just numb to it. I think we're just numb to it. I've been telling people they've been eating babies for years. They've been telling us this for years. Unbelievable.
Files have been released, and all of y'all are acting normal. All of y'all.
And there's a longer version of that where he's basically like, you're all acting like nothing's happening. Like, what the fuck? You're all just pretending you're just drones going on in your normal lives.
People are waiting for a condensed version that lays out all the facts. It's the people that are like really interested in reading all the emails.
I think the Luciferians cast a spell on the world. And,
for real?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why, but I know that over time they have been using the news medias, TV shows, everything to convince us that some of this stuff is normal. It's unbelievable.
It's just like how vampires can't go into a house unless they're invited. They tell you, what's going on ahead of time. It's predictive programming. And once you say it out loud and you put it out there and make fun of it and do a little skit like Stephen Colbert did a little skit on his show where, oh, here's a baby. I'm going to take this baby and I'm going to give it to Moloch. And he goes into like a cloudy red, furnace and hands the baby over. And he's, oh, the baby's going to be fine. And they make a joke about it and the audience laughs. Okay, we're all now conditioned to it. We've all seen it. And by laughing at it, we're complicit.
You think that's on purpose, that this is like some sort of a grand design to get us to be desensitized to the idea of demons eating babies?
Yeah.
Yes, that is exactly it. They come out and tell you exactly what they do. That's why they're attacking Donald Trump as much as they are, because they have done it. And when Donald Trump had to go away, it's so the Democrats can do what they had to do, and we had to wake up the American people in the world.
For sure.
Really?
For sure. And
who do you
by
think,
the way, nobody's doing anything about it. We know what's happening.
But that has to take, there has to be a person or some group of people.
Yeah, like about 8,500 people. Yeah.
That are manipulating the Colbert Show?
That are manipulating everything. It's all an illusion. Like, reality as we know it is fake. That's the revelation that guy is having. And he's looking around and he's like, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, it's see, I don't.
It's funny, for like years, I've been telling people this for years, like, this shit's happening. Excuse my language, but this stuff is happening, and people just didn't believe me. And the funny thing is, now that the Great Awakening is in full effect, and I would say it's towards the end. It's getting really close to the end. And I believe these people are going down, and most of them, I believe, are already going away. And if you don't believe in clones and masks and that, then you're still asleep.
The thing about the emails is, one of the things is it's just stuff written down. And so that's sort of hard to digest. Like, what is this? Like, what are they saying? Like, some of it is in code, like walking over beef jerky, like talking about jerky. Could you walk beef jerky over to this person? Like, what does that
For
mean?
all this pizza they're talking about,
Right.
you never see any pizza.
Right.
Yes, they've been lying to us. They've been lying to us. They've been saying this stuff to you and on TV all of our lives. They've been doing this to our children. They've been doing this to everybody. We should be all pissed.
Yeah. They're ordering
I'm gonna
pizza.
I'm gonna get some grape soda. It's like with my cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And like there's all this coded language, and everyone's like, oh, that's you just have pareola. You're just seeing things where you want to see them.
No, there's clearly a code. Well, that was the thing about
it's
Pizzagate.
absolutely a code, and in fact, mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. It's a long-known concept, and so in Latin, mundus vult decipi means the world wants to be deceived. Ergo decipiatur. Therefore, it is. We want to be deceived. We don't want to.
That is crazy. I don't know if any of you guys are into that kind of stuff. I've never heard about that. But let me know in the comments if you guys heard that kind of satanic rituals.
Believe the horrors that are actually behind the veil.
Well, I think with the Epstein files, people are, because of these emails that have been released, people are just now starting to be aware of the bizarreness of the code and some of the things, like the facts. Like, let's just talk about the sulfuric acid. So this was like right after he was indicted in 2018.
Yeah, I got to get rid of some bodies.
Okay, what you're going to hear is really crazy. Really crazy. Jeffrey Epstein ordered a bunch of sulfuric acid.
Yeah.
I got
How much did
dissolve up some bodies.
What did it say he ordered? Like, let's
Whole truckload.
Like 8,000 gallons, or
maybe we can get our sponsor Perplexity to process this and give us a synopsis of what exactly happened, some sort of a breakdown. Because one of the things they're saying is like he was indicted, and then right after he's indicted, he orders how many gallons?
Whole truck.
55-gallon containers full of sulfuric acid.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot. Isn't that crazy?
What?
they're eating babies, man. Like that's
Do you think so? That
They're eating babies. It's disgusting. Some of you guys have lost loved ones in your past. They went missing years ago.
that you think is real. So
Well, yeah. Not only that, I think that there's sacrifices going on every day in Los Angeles. I mean, allegedly, like high level musicians, let's say, high level female musician is like killing chickens every day, doing sacrifices, like
high level.
Well, I don't want to say. I don't want to say
name?
names because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want to be dead either.
What does it rhyme like?
Here's the purchase order. I started looking at the comments for some stuff. Not that this is the best answer, but a quick answer someone gives is that this could be for like a reverse osmosis water treatment system.
It's true. He is on an island.
He's on an
I mean,
island.
there's enough pushback because mundus vult decipi, ergo decipiatur. But like the timing of all of that, like, where are the purchase orders for all of that sulfuric acid before then? Oh, no, I just want to put sulfuric acid into my swimming pool, muriatic acid.
Well, that's the question. Was there orders for sulfuric acid before this? If they do have a water treatment plant, how does sulfuric acid play into water treatment?
It says it here. It says it's commonly used. This explains it. I don't fucking know.
Okay. It says RO plant, reverse osmosis seawater desalination facility. Sulfuric acid is commonly used in the maintenance of such facilities. Not everything you don't understand adds up to the worst possible thing it could be. Deception.
Look, maybe they're all eating pizza and grape soda.
Who is that guy that's
How
saying
many
this?
billionaires do you know that sit down and eat lots of pizza and grape soda? and ice cream.
This is weird.
And
a trial
gonna get
lawyer
me
who's
some
saying
chicken.
this.
That's why I just go with grain of salt. This is just a plausible answer. I don't know that it is the answer. It could even be wrong.
Okay,
but-
so does he have a desalination plant on
He
the
does.
island?
Oh, it's a reverse.
Oh yeah, for sure. He is. He
yes.
is. He had
Reverse
everything. He had a
reverse
dump and
osmosis.
like they had all sorts of stuff.
So that's
Tunnels and
so they were using that. So they were taking seawater and converting it into fresh water for what? For irrigation or for drinking? For all the above?
One similar email that he wrote to someone said that like around his island is like Damascus, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? He was like, you go explore buried shit around my island, or what? What else could he mean by that?
Huh? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
lot of things you don't
they
know
say
what
a
they
lot of things, and they're not really coding it very much.
Well, the code, it's glaringly obvious when they say pizza and when they say jerky. That's
Yeah.
glaringly
So,
obvious.
last time
How
I
do you
would-
walk jerky?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
It's not
and why
like-
do I need a chilled container to,
Right.
A chilled bag or whatever they said.
Jesus Christ.
And
So you think they're eating babies?
oh yeah, I absolutely believe that.
You should get together with Kurt Metzger. You two would go crazy.
I don't doubt it for a.
You don't think he's the only one? Or do you think he's the only one? I've been saying this stuff for 4 or 5 years or longer. And now it's just starting to come out. And it's still not even scratched the surface. Go look up what Wilson, when Tom Hanks was deserted on that island from FedEx. Wilson, the face on the ball, Wilson. Look up, tell me what that thing represents. Put it down in the comments. That'll make you sick to your stomach. You want to hear something really crazy about Epstein's Island? This right here. I'll see if I can make it bigger. I'm going to make this even bigger because one of the people that was in the Epstein files bought Epstein Island. It's crazy. It's this company. Let's see if I can bringing that up. It says, after speaking with Danny, it appears there is the Black Diamond guys trying to buy aircraft. Richard Kahn, HBRK Associates out of Lexington Avenue, 4th floor, New York. Right here. Crazy. Then you got this Norwegian crown princess married to Jeffrey Epstein November 12th or 2020 or 2012. In quote, it says, soon people won't be able to make new humans anymore. We can just design them in labs. And you can take a look at that right here. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. And then I'll read it right here. It says former Obama White House counsel Kathy, whatever her last name is, Ramir, resigns from Goldman Sachs after nearly released Epstein files show frequent communications in the Epstein files. Here's another one. To resign after emails show close ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Why resign? What are you hiding from? All roads lead back to this guy and this fake guy here. And we were told that the first arrest will shock the world. Does anybody know who that first arrest will be? A couple emails. That was in Jeffrey Epstein's house. I mean, who just has a house on the island that has a picture of Bill Clinton? Everybody knows that picture. Everybody remembers this picture. Remember the Red Shoe Club? I was telling my dad about that the other day. Look up the Red Shoe Club and what that's supposed to represent. Remember what I was talking about, Wilson on the ball? Go look that up. That'll make you sick to your stomach. The Red Shoe Club. It's disgusting. You got a couple more things. You got one thing right here. Remember all those times when Britney Spears was freaking being crazy on TV? Check this out.
Okay, we all remember Britney, right? But what if all the warning signs weren't in 2007? What if they were from the very beginning? See, Britney Spears was one of the biggest uprising child stars in the entire world. And in this next clip, please let me know in the comments if you think anything is uncomfortable. Oh, and a little side note, did you know that Britney Spears was mentioned 115 times in the Epstein files?
Yes, and pay attention close.
At the tender age of 10, Britney was...
Yes, pay attention closely because this is a 2-minute clip. Pay attention closely to the wording of these people back then. A lot of times we didn't even pay attention to it. We didn't even think about it because they were saying it to us right out in public. It's disgusting. Here we go.
Already using her budding sexuality to attract an audience. But when the Star Search cameras turned on, Britney was transformed, pouring on a sexy southern charm the judges had never seen in a package so small.
She comes out in a very provocative gown with high heels, and all of a sudden that little girl knocks you right off your ass.
There is nothing more interesting to adult men than the development of an adolescent female. We are hardwired to recognize that.
You have the most adorable, pretty eyes. You have a boyfriend?
No, sir.
How about me?
There's a lot of sexual energy that is oozing out of that little girl. She can't possibly manage that kind of sexuality. So as she grows up, you're going to see this split between Britney, sexual Britney, and then there's Britney.
And they have to tell you all the time what club they're a part of. And I honestly think that Britney has been trying to tell us for a long while.
Have you guys noticed that? See all this? They've been telling us for years.
Check this out.
I went with this one guy and he just he looked like a lizard. I was so scared. He was sitting next to him, I was like, oh my god. I was like, holy shit, he looks just like a lizard. And I had to get up. It was really bad.
And you can't help but think that some people are just forced into this club because they know that they can't really get out, but they've been given so much fame and fortune. But heck, what do I know? I'm just a random guy on the internet, and this was all just for entertainment, and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Yes, exactly. But one thing I want to go over this because there's a lot of things coming on. I believe there's a lot of people, and you guys know that I'm a huge Donald Trump supporter. And the biggest thing is, I know without a doubt, he lines himself up with people that are cold hard criminals. They also freaking, let me just get rid of this screen here. They also did some crazy stuff. But what he's doing, I believe, this is my opinion, is that he's bringing dark to light, people out of the shadows into the light. And if I didn't get rid of that freaking one page, take a look at this. Let's see here. Not that guy, but this guy right here. This guy right here. This guy right here. I'm a huge Trump supporter. And in fact, I even like this guy, or did like the guy. I'm not even sure if he's part of it or what. But again, there's some people really close to Donald Trump, and I know he knows this, and I believe that he's bringing them all to light. And because what happens is, if he didn't hire this guy to be who he is or where he is on the board, this guy would still be in the dark, and you wouldn't be out searching for him and what he does. This guy, I believe this is the guy that owns the Twin Towers before they came down. He wasn't there that day. He wasn't there that day. You guys know, most of you guys know who Larry Silverstein is. Allegedly, he's there every day. Allegedly, this guy is there. Howard Ludnick is there every day. Well, guess what? Just before the day of the trade towers, they weren't there. Both those two guys. I'm not 100% sure exactly. Well, he had like a toothache or some craziness, or allegedly he had some kind of appointment that day. The only day that he ever missed, supposedly. He had to take his kid to somewhere, supposedly. So I'm a patriot. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I just want to see America succeed, and you guys should be too. And my next thing I'm going to talk about in the next video is voting. We need to call your congressmen and congresswomen, Murkowski, Susan Collins, Mitch McConnell, and there's one other. We need to call those people and get on board, because we need to pass that Save America Act. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get off here, and I hope you guys, we can all come together and let's fight this together. You guys, see you on the next episode.